Why does poetry have such power? Why does it have such power to stimulate, to seize the human imagination and make us want to touch the meaning that the words point to? It's the tension between finitude on the one hand, transcendence on the other. There's nothing in human life that is not limited, that doesn't come to an end. That's the finitude. At the same time, in the midst of everything, for everyone, there is always a yearning, a longing, a searching for something more. Every limit provokes the desire to transcend, to go beyond that limit. One of the main functions of language is to connect what we're familiar with what is unknown, or at least more strange, more unfamiliar to us. And that function is what we call metaphor. Let's think about the word metaphor for a moment etymologically. It means basically bridge building. To carry over. It comes from the Greek. Meta, beyond, phorein, carry. That which carries meaning from one side of a canyon to the other side of the canyon. Bridging the gap between mystery and meaning means creating structures that allow our questions to reach a little bit further than they would have otherwise. Here's one of those places where something we've already spoken about, mystery, and the need of language to build bridges from mystery to meaning requires us to recognize something that can be quite disturbing. And that is, metaphors, far from being less than fully true, are more true than any factual statement or empirical claim can ever be. Metaphors are everywhere, not just in poetry. Although we think that when we speak in metaphor, we're speaking in a way which is convenient but less than fully precise, so we let ourselves get away with it. We'll often find ourselves saying, but that's just a metaphor. All language is metaphoric, and any claim that language can ever make to expressing truth means that that expression of truth will ultimately be metaphoric. To say something is not literally true is simply to recognize not the inadequacy of the truth that we're expressing, but rather the inadequacy of experience to grasp the full truth that metaphor at least tries to suggest. When you read poetry and encounter a metaphor, remember it's an invitation to explore a mysterious reality, the truth of which is bigger than any possible claim we can make about it. Metaphors require us to sit with the silence that they point to and consider in what way we might reach a little further into that silence to discover levels of meaning that we hadn't seen before.